guys, it's your girl T. So I want to come on here and talk about the whole Kevin Hart and Katt Williams beef, honey. It is going down, so make sure you guys have your teacups ready. Why? Because this tea is what? Piping hot. So what's going down is that basically the other day, Katt Williams was on stage down in Georgia, and he was basically going in on Kevin Hart and saying that Kevin Hart was an industry puppet and that he's never had to suck anybody's dick to get to where he's at. Katt Williams also stated that he's the heir to Richard Pryor, and basically he's one of the top comedians. I want you guys to go ahead and hear what Katt Williams had to say really quick. I'm gonna come back with the rest of my commentary.
And so I've already proven that if the best they got in comedy is Kevin Hart, don't you boo a black man working hard, baby. Even if that nigga's a puppet, it's not his fault. We don't get mad at it. Come on, get what I'm saying? Just because I'm better than some black dudes don't mean I'm better than no black dudes. I'm saying, if you want to be mad at Kermit the Frog, don't be mad at Kermit the Frog. Be mad at Jim Henson. Don't say fuck Donald Duck when you really mean fuck Walt Disney. So I don't care nothing about what happens to Kevin. I wish him the best. I just know that somebody's hand stuck up that baby. You understand? So we in a puppet show, but we'll please believe it. You're looking at the only thing that ain't. And so since I've already proven that, because Richard Pryor is no longer here, since I've already officially proven to myself that I really am who Richard Pryor passed his torch to, and that I was able to do it without letting a man suck my dick or sucking a man's dick. I walked in with a virgin asshole and I walked out with a virgin asshole. I got the same soul today that I had when I did Pimp Chronicles, all the way to right here, the end of Pimp Chronicles. And so I come to Atlanta to deliver the message that as soon as I get done with this tour, I too will be running for President of the United States before it gets too late. God bless you and good night. I've been Katt Williams. Have a good night.
So after that video went viral, Kevin Hart was interviewed at the Oscars, and basically he had said this, and a lot of people took it as some shade towards Katt Williams. So this is what Kevin Hart had to say on the red carpet. So Kevin Hart says, as comedians, we're in a fraternity, and when somebody does something big, we support them. If you're not in our fraternity, then you just don't get it. Then he proceeded to post pictures on Instagram as well. And these are some of the pictures that he posted with other comedians and him showing Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle love and support. So now the crazy thing is, after that video, Katt Williams went viral, and after the whole Oscars debacle, the very next day, that Monday, Katt Williams was arrested in Georgia, okay? So what they're saying is that Katt Williams was at a pool store, and he got into it with one of the employees, and he threw something at the employee, and then he punched the employee. So they ended up calling the police, and Katt Williams was arrested, and he was let go on $5,000 bail. But now, as of today, Katt Williams is insinuating that Kevin Hart may have been behind his arrest. So this whole situation is crazy. Check this video out right here.
Looking for revenge. All summer 16. All summer 16. Playing dirty, not clean. Out front 4 seasons, looking like they bulletproof. Minus 20, we in pin.
All right, so you guys just checked out that video. You know, like I said, I will never understand why comedians beef. I don't understand why there can only be one HNIC, the head nigga in comic. It just makes no sense. There's enough food at the table for everyone. I don't understand why people spend so much time beefing. After a while, it just comes off like people are jealous of Kevin Hart. You know, and I really like Kevin Hart. A lot of folks are saying, you know what, he's not funny. His jokes are corny. He coons for white people and all this other stuff. But obviously, he's doing something right because all these comedians keep coming at him. If you guys remember a few months ago, Mike Epps was coming at him and throwing shade at him on the Sway show. Aries Spears was throwing shade at him also, accusing Kevin Hart and his peoples of stealing jokes from up-and-coming comedians. Check these two videos out.
Def Comedy Jam wasn't no damn Twitter, wasn't no you know, and now it's gonna take 30 movies to find out, guess what, you ain't got no fucking talent. But it's too late. I got $200 million. I done tricked the shit out of y'all. I got all this money, all these celebrity friends, and now, you know, I'm gone in the wind. Meanwhile, the funny nigga that's really, really raw, that got the real talent, they don't even notice that no more because these kids are so shallow. Shit, it's more squares and non-funny motherfuckers and non-talented people in the world than it is people that can reckon. If you ain't got no talent, and you're not that, of course you can't recognize the real. Hell no.
In his world, if we talking about Kevin, I'm a blip. You know what I mean? This dude is the guy.
Doing great, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just, all I'm saying is, you know, people are going, oh, greatest. Okay, yes. But you're taking steroids, bro.
That's steroids, man.
Steroids.
I don't understand the comedy world.
You're not gonna do that. You're gonna sit back and you're gonna take the credit and take all the shine that's praised upon you as being this awesome motherfucker, this beast. He ain't gonna say, yo, I go to clubs and I got 10 dudes in the back with laptops and they watch me perform and they helping me.
So after these comedians dissed Kevin Hart took to the Sway show and he basically put it all out there. You know, I love that interview. It's probably one of the best interviews that Sway had did. And Kevin was just saying, you know, Kevin put it out there that he's tired of people throwing shade at him and you know, throwing daggers at him, and a lot of it is jealousy. Pop up out the blue. This has been literally 10 to 12 years of him working hard, you know, to get to where he's at. And what I always find crazy, especially with us as people of color, is that we will root for somebody when they're the underdog. We'll root for them and, you know, we hope that you make it. And then as soon as they achieve that level of success, we go about tearing them down and picking them apart. You know, not only do I see that in the entertainment world, I also see that on YouTube with some of like the YouTube comedians. It's like when they're up and coming, folks support them and there's like, you know, little cliques. And then all of a sudden, if one person gets a little bit bigger than the other person, then here comes the shade and the daggers and the beef. It's just silly. It's silly. I like all of these comedians for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Hart is funny. I've gone to a few of his shows. You know, I laugh my ass off. Is he the funniest comedian out there? No. You know what I'm saying? He may not be everybody's cup of tea, but he works hard. He's always putting out movies. You know, he might be the safe black comic because he laughs, he's short, he's not really threatening, but that's not his fault. You know what I mean? So to me, it just comes off shady when I see people like Katt Williams and Aries Spears and Mike Epps, you know, constantly throwing shots at him because he's the head comedian. My thing is, when you're comfortable in your own skin and you're handling your business, you don't have time to throw daggers at other people because you're doing what you got to do. You don't never really see or hear about Chris Rock throwing shade at other comedians. You don't see Dave Chappelle doing it. That's because they're in the upper echelons of comedians, so they don't have to do all that. It's usually the ones who have fallen off or who may be kind of struggling who are the ones who feel the need to throw shots constantly. And like I said, I love all these guys. I love Aries Spears. You know, I can watch his comedy show. I mean, he's funny, he makes me laugh, but let's keep it real. How long can you keep impersonating DMX and Jay-Z? You know, you have to get a fresher style. You got to do more new things. You know, Kevin Hart is always busy. If he's not touring, he's shooting movies. He's about his money, and I would never knock him for that. And I also gained a lot of respect for him after those Sony emails leaked, when he knew his worth and he refused to tweet and do any type of promotion unless he was paid X, Y, and Z. So he definitely knows his work. And not only is he a comedian, he's a businessman. You know, he has Heartbeat Entertainment, you know, where he's also helping up and coming comedians. You know, he has a whole production company. So Kevin Hart is definitely doing his thing. He's investing his money wisely. So I'm starting to see that a lot of people who are throwing shots are the ones who are kind of struggling, you know, and it's really unfortunate because I love Kevin Katt Williams. I think he's one of the funniest comedians out there. You know, I've spoken on Katt Williams before. I love all of his comedy specials. I probably own all of them. You know what I'm saying? Katt Williams is funny. He's in a league of his own. So for him to be kind of throwing shots and putting out innuendos, it's just not a good look. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, let Kevin Hart do him, support him, be there for him, because he's the type of person who'll turn around and do the same for another comedian if it's genuine.
See, I seen your stuff on social media, boy, I know what you do, but you do it for play. If you do it for real, here it is, Kevin. I got a show at your hometown in Philly. I'm gonna take my special there. On that stage, we can put whatever you want. A full court basketball court, a boxing ring, 2 microphones for a rap cipher, or you can get your ass dusted in comedy on that stage. But it's $1 million up for each one. That's $5 million, Mr. 28 million in Forbes. I'll be bringing mine in cash, Mitch. Bring yours however you want. And since you're not a puppet, don't bring no white people with you then. That's a $5 million bet individually. You can take it all, or you can take it part and parcel. This is the new movement. Hey, and tell them plastic cup boys, we make enough money to drink out of real glassware.
So anyways, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire situation concerning Katt Williams throwing shade at Kevin Hart. Do you feel like Kevin Hart had something to do with Katt Williams getting arrested? Or do you feel like Katt Williams is once again reaching? And then how do you feel about all these comedians coming at Kevin Hart now that he's exploding on the map and he's blowing up and he's doing all these movies and he's making all these moves? Do you feel like it's just jealousy? Or do you feel like, you know what, nah, Kevin Hart is whack? So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right, deuces. Hey, you guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit Lovelyti.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.